Monday and Friday. How's it going, everybody? My name is Killer743 and welcome back to a Dead Frontier 2 discussion. I was originally gonna make a Dead Frontier loot run, but I thought, hey, I need more time to edit that video, and honestly, you guys can use some updates of this game, so, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So recently, I actually posted a Reddit forum in the development blog, and I actually wanted to ask him a few questions that I've had on my own, and some of you guys as well that you guys been telling me through Discord and the comment section below. So here it is. So I tell him first off, "Hi admin, I made a video discussing Dead Frontier 2 and I would like to update them on what you are planning. Is it fine if you can answer just a few questions?" And man, were they a lot actually. "I'll screenshot your answers and hopefully it'll get through their heads. Thanks again, admin." So for the first question is, the pay to win is still being asked. So some of you guys are still iffy about that pay to win, and I don't blame you. But we sometimes gotta forget about the past. We have to now look forward to the future. And what he answers to that is, there is indeed no pay to win elements in Dead Frontier 2. And honestly, that is great news, guys. If anything, he's trying to make it like all these games like Fortnite and Rainbow Six Siege, where there's no advantage, just cosmetics, make your guns look cooler, own something that other people don't own, like a skin. So, that's cool on its own. Number 2, what is the new level cap? And his response was basically 20 at launch. So when this game first begins, guys, it'll be level 20. And also we may think, level 20? That'll take me like 5 minutes. I don't think so anymore. I think it's now going to be like a higher range. Like a higher range of experience. Like instead of getting like, what was it in the beginning, 1000 XP, I think he might make it 20,000, or depending how much XP these zombies give. So, you know what? I'm all for it. And honestly, I'm just excited because that tells me that if you want to reach this level cap, you're going to have to go deeper into the game, into the area eventually. So, ooh, that's exciting. Number 3, is this actually a joke? And I put right next to it, I know, right? Because people were actually saying that, oh, it's April, that April Fools, ha 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 ha. And he simply responds with, nope, this is not a joke, guys. This is actually a legit thing. So, I mean, it should be obvious, but I still wanted to ask that question, even though it's stupid. Might have chuckled a bit when he read that. Number 4, is Dead Frontier 3D going to be left in the dark? So, again, we all have this little thing in the back of our heads like, what's going to happen to Dead Frontier 3D? So his response was basically, I'll keep it running pretty much forever. Server can be run fairly cheap now, so I'm guessing he's getting like some kind of good donations somewhere, with minor updates and fixes every now and then. However, big updates going forward are unlikely. So yeah, guys, basically what we have now in Dead Frontier 3D, that's it. Don't expect anything in it. No more new zombies, no more new buildings. Just, if you think you're willing to play this game for another 6 years, just like it is, and go for it, because I'm not. Once Dead Frontier 2 comes out, I'm gone. 5, is it true vehicles are just going to be item storages because you won't have enough time to make them operable during the game? So I read some things on Reddit where people were saying that admin won't have time to make these things like run in real life time. So I was thinking, damn, that means we're just gonna have them at item storages. But no, admin actually clears a few things right there, and he says vehicles are currently upgradable. So that's very fun. So it can be a car, a tank, who knows? But he says having item storage and can be used to fast travel around the game map. So basically, it's like you're not gonna see it in the levels like in the street, but you're going to be able to go to some area quite quickly. So that's even more exciting, honestly. That means no more running from freaking South Bunker all the way down to freaking Southeast End Zone, which takes about 30 minutes. That was insane. I hated that. They cannot be used to drive in real life time yet, but I'd really like to get this implemented at some stage. So eventually, if some of us get tanks or whatever we get in there, it's gonna be funny, because if like, let's say I have a car and I freaking make it my own kind of car, I wonder if you can even damage other people's cars. That'll be funny, but I bet you guys would just destroy my cars for fun. I think it'd be pretty interesting, because then I'll make it look like it's actually mine. So it'd be very fun. Alright, so then the 6th question I asked was, are classes still a thing? So people are actually asking the same thing, like, what about lawyer or freaking the soldier or this and that? And that's where I said from the first video that we'll be able to make our own kind of classes, like the hitter or the one that takes the shots to which will withstand any attack, the runner, the sneak. I don't know what else, but all I'm saying is that I'm actually excited. That means there's gonna be no there's not gonna be any good classes. It'll just be like, all right guys, so put your skills here, put your skill points there. Okay, you're gonna be a tank. Okay, I'm gonna make this one a runner. I'm gonna make this one a looter, a sprinter, etc., etc., etc. So that's exciting. We have control over our own characters. Nothing like classes to keep us, kind of like we're being pulled back from, reaching full potential of that one character. All right. So number 7, I asked this again because people are still asking about it, which is the lobby thing just like Different Tier 2D? So back in 2D, all the way back in 2009 when it first came out, or 8, 7, I can't remember. Basically, we made our own little lobbies, and you can either make that public or private. And I, for one, actually like that because you can simply just invite your own friends and loot with just those specific people, which was honestly one of the most funnest thing, because you know who's there with you, you know who's going to be where, you know where something is. Like if someone says, oh, there's a boss in this room to right from where you are, like keep going right, go to the next area. You'd be like, okay, say no more, let me help you out. Or you can say, yo, cover that door while I loot the inside here. Whatever I find, we'll split it. You can say things like that. So that's even more exciting. A group of 5 or 4 people, you all go looting to the most dangerous areas in the game. Oh, man, that makes me really excited, So, yeah, that's awesome. Now for the 8th question. I asked, will customizing your gun be like actually equipping at sights, attachments, etc.? And he simply said, yes, there are attachments / upgrades for weapons. So that means that you don't have to go out there and spend 100 G's or a million on a very powerful weapon. You can simply make that pistol or that pipe or whatever you find that you start out with a freaking monster, because you put a red sight or a freaking green sight or a good muzzle, a good grip, new bullets. You can do whatever you want to that pistol, and you can probably stick with it until you can no longer use it, because the bosses at the end of the freaking map are just too crazy to kill with. So this is very crazy. I can't believe this is actually happening in the game. All right, now for the 9th question, something I actually wanted to ask, on my own, from my own experience, because I know Amin works by himself in 3D and back in 2D, because back in 2D he got scammed out of some huge money. Some guy took the money and ran off with it. So after that he has some trust issues. So I just wanted to ask him personally and say, are you finally having a team to work by your side? And he responds with, I am the only programmer, but I am working with a few contractors for art and sound production. So that means he's not going to be focusing on just he's not going to be focusing on this game all by himself, Now he actually has some art people working on it, some sound production. So the sound effects should be great and the art should be terrific. I mean, as we saw from the screenshots, the zombies look realistic. I mean, yeah, sure looks a little crappy here and then, but think about it. For what they are right now, they're not at all that bad. So it's going to be looking like a terrific kind of work. Everybody's going to be doing their own thing, what they specialize, what they're doing, and it's just going to be terrific. It's it's no longer one person working on one thing. He's not going to be pressured by all these people trying to tell him, oh, do this, oh, do that, do this. No. Now he's going to tell the sound or the art people, say, hey, the people want this, you think you can modify it? So yeah, that's a good load off of Amin's shoulder. So that's great to hear, Amin. Even though you're the only programmer, you have other people working on other areas. So nice. And for the 10th question, I asked, will Different Tier 2D ever just come back for the sake of nostalgia? Again, this is my own personal question. And he says, it's a possibility, yes. I'm not promising though. Happy face. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. He leaves a little link here and there, and we can finally play 2D. That'd be fun, So basically, Different Tier 2 will be the same thing as 2D. So 2D is the old generation, and Different Tier 2 is like the upgraded version of 2D. So yeah, awesome. And 11, which is what my own personal question as well, is will you be able to heal other players on the field? And this is something I actually recommended in an old Lutheran video. I said, man, wouldn't it be awesome for me to just tell you, yo, just hold up, let me heal you real quick, and then you don't have to open up your inventory to heal yourself. So that way you guys can actually focus on the horde at hand instead of having to go to inventory and leaving your other people to fend for themselves. So yo, awesome, man. And he simply responded with, yes, it's on the to-do list. So woo, that's honestly incredible. All the things that I had in my head, he's actually beginning to implement it on the game. Not saying that I recommended any of this, this is what I actually wanted back in the day, when I was making 2D or 3D videos. You know, I wanted this. I'm like, man, if he could do this or that, that'll be amazing. And now it is coming to light in different tier 2. And I wanted to put this little question that that was done by Fried Chicken. He actually asked, you work alone, why don't you hire some help? And Ammon simply responds with, good programmers are actually really expensive. Whilst we have some money stashed away for different tier 2, it wouldn't really be enough to cover someone full time on top of everything else. In my experience, multiple programmers actually make a project take longer. You end up spending way more time in meetings and trying to explain to each other than you do actually implementing anything. Even if it was actually better, I still prefer to work alone. I like being in control. It will make me feel weird if I didn't understand. Even if it was actually better, I still prefer to work alone. I like being in control. It will make me feel weird if I didn't 100% understand how my own product works. So there you go. That's why he likes working by himself, and I don't blame him. It's like me. I'm the editor of these videos. I like what I like thinking in my head. I like implementing in the video. Like, what if someone else edits their edits my videos and they have this own little thing they have in their head and they implement it, and then I say, nah, I don't really want it like that, and then you guys are arguing back to back because he wasted time doing this video and you don't like it, and then here you are trying to tell him, look, just remake that one piece, but he's saying, nah. It's sometimes it can go good, sometimes it can go bad, and sometimes that team can screw you over and they can take all the money that you made and just run off with it. So I can understand why Ammon is a little iffy about contracting other programmers. And you know what? It's actually better for him to work by himself. He has ideas in his head that he just wants to get out there, and you know what, Ammon, go for it. I have faith in your game. You're gonna have my full support when this game releases. I think I'm not even going to work that day or even go to school. I'm just gonna be like, guys, sorry, I'm not going. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Next week, I'm going to be uploading a loot run if that comes around, or a Siege or a Fortnite video. If you guys enjoy these videos, check out my Fortnite and Siege. You won't be disappointed. The way I edit here in different tiers is the same I edit over there in Siege and Fortnite. So yeah, alright guys, so without further ado, I'm just gonna end the video right here, and I hope you guys like this video. Comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, ciao.
Love me back.